I welcome all of you to this short video on the ICICI Direct Neo and its frequently asked questions. So ICICI Direct Neo is one of the most attractive propositions that we have launched for our customers. It is something which was much seeked, much asked, much spoken about, inherently asked by customers. And more so by active customers who are doing day trading in the market, who are doing a lot of active trading in the market, doing futures options. And also one of the element to this proposition was that the market dynamics has also changed over the last 6 to 1 year. There has been a spurt of discount brokers, and customers have also been in this pandemic actively trading in stock markets. And we have seen nearly 50% increase in our volumes, nearly 300 basis point market share gains. So obviously there has been a lot of activity in this market, and people who are doing active trading wanted a very cost-effective proposition. I'm more so delighted with ICICI Direct Neo because this is a very unique proposition wherein actually we are taking the competition, or our proposition is much more attractive than any other proposition in the market. So if you look at it, we have actually gone to zero brokerage. There's nothing better than zero. There's nothing lower than zero. And in one of the key segments which clients trade in, which is in the futures segment, we've gone to zero. In the options segment, which is 90% of the derivatives market volume, we are just offering 20 rupees unlimited per order to clients. Equities cash intraday, which is customers popularly do through margin plus, we're offering just 20 rupees unlimited to customers. So every segment wherein a client actively trades, be that margin, options, futures, we've done 20 rupees, in futures done zero. I mean, as I said, typically discount brokers offer clients 20 rupees per order. Futures, margin, options, we have offered 20 and 0. So it almost really becomes a very attractive proposition. Even on our currency and commodities, we have offered a flat per order 20 rupee trade. So hence ICICI Direct Neo is something which is absolutely designed towards active traders in the market, and will create a huge pull for us. I mean, the biggest thing, as we all see around us, is there is so much interest. People want to open accounts with brokerage firms, and this will create a big proposition pull. And in fact, customers will be extremely delighted because first time from ICICI, direct table, they're getting such kind of attractive brokerage options. I think this is something which is unprecedented. Also, what we've done is we have kept the cost low in every aspect for customers. So if you look at it from the Demat AMC, for a new account whose accounts are getting opened with ICICI Direct Neo, the Demat annual maintenance charges will also be just 300 rupees vis-a-vis 700 rupees for a full service or a normal account. So if you look at from a Demat AMC perspective, you look at it from brokerage rates perspective, we've just kept the cost extremely low for customers. Also, what happens now with ICICI Direct Neo being available, and we had a extremely strong proposition on Prime, is that we today are able to uniquely cater to both the segments in the market, which is the traders and the investors. If you look at investors, we were offering lower brokerage rates through Prime, 30 minutes cash instead of 3 days, 4 days waiting cycle in the market, which absolutely no one was offering. We were offering funding. I'm seeing so many clients are investing in this market. Obviously, people are not sitting on cash every time. They're looking at funding from brokers, and we are offering at the best rate in the market, which is at 8.9%. We are offering research. So, if you look at it from cash investor perspective, what all that they required: great brokerage, ability to take funding at the best, at cheap rates, ability to get money-making research ideas, ability to get cash in 30 minutes when they needed. And now in trading, when you're doing active trading, getting the best of brokerage rates, which is 0 rupees in futures, 20 rupees unlimited per order. So I think, today what we offer, in fact, competition also does not offer. Let me categorically say this. Most of the discount brokers don't offer research. Most of the discount brokers do not offer margin funding. None of the discount brokers offer cash in 30 minutes in their account. So the kind of proposition today we offer with, Neo and Prime is absolutely unprecedented, and first of its kind, will give us a huge play in the market and a huge advantage over competition as we move ahead. So I think that is one of the things on how the Neo proposition shapes up. There are certain questions which have also been asked, so I'll kind of take all the FAQs. So one of the questions which have been asked is, what are the other charges on Neo? So if you look at it, there are no significant, in fact Neo is one of the simplest pricing scheme that we've launched. There are few charges which are absolutely like what competition offers, discount broking setup offers. So one is that we have taken a nominal one-time fee of 299 rupees only from a client, which the client has to pay at the time of registration for Neo. Second, if a client uses call and trade facility, 98% of our customers do not do that. They will pay for the call and trade facility 50 rupee additional per order is what they pay. In case anytime our risk management systems are in used, wherein a position is left till 320 or we have to square off the position, then a 50 rupee per order will be charged. On the derivative side, if a client uses his stocks for taking a position on derivatives contracts and keeps the position held overnight, only then a nominal 0.025% interest will be charged to the client. So that is an additional charge which the client pays in case he uses his shares on derivatives, and that also he keeps his position overnight. If a client squares off his position during the day, there is no charges for the interest on shares also, so they can freely use the shares as well. These are the kind of common charges which are there in the market, and even brokers also charge for fund movement charges. So when a client moves in funds, there is a 9 rupee additional charge while moving in funds. So that's the additional charge both for ICICI Bank and non-ICICI Bank accounts. That charge will get levied. When the client puts a request, we transfer the money. There are absolutely no charges. It's only while bringing the funds, there's a 9 rupee additional cost. Also, let me tell you, for this month of December, being a festive month and being the first month, all these additional charges are not going to be levied. It's all going to be levied from 1st of January 2021. So for the first month, these charges are not levied to the customer, but next month onwards, these small charges will be levied to the client. So that's from additional charge perspective. Some of the questions also pertain to how do clients go online and select the plan, where do they select this plan from. So the plan can be selected online on ICICI Direct. It's available on a new website. Clients can just go to icicidirect.com. There is a settings option there on the new website, and the client just clicks on it and he will see ICICI Direct Neo and he can apply for it. And we are working towards making the application same day. So which means if a client selects before 3:30, the brokerage will be applicable and Neo will be applicable on same day to the client's account. Even on the mobile app, the customer can go to the mobile app, and on the mobile app also subscribe for Neo. Another question that I've come across is Neo applicable to all clients? So at this point of time, Neo is applicable to all new customers. So any customer who doesn't have an account, we are offering Neo to the client. Any customer who's a dormant customer, not active with us for some time, is available. On active customers, we will enable it on a case-to-case basis, but not proactively, offer at this point of time. So that is one segment. You might not see that as a default enablement available on our platform. Another question which has come across is, what are the other differences between Prime? What are the differences between Neo and the normal trading of the client? How does the fund movement happens? So the fund movement, on Neo happens typically as what happens in the deposit model. So like, when you link your HDFC bank account or your Citibank account, funds has to move to the ICICI Direct wallet. You buy, sell. Whenever you sell, the money moves to the wallet. You can click and get the money back to your bank account. This is how exactly the funds will move, in the Neo as well. The funds move to the ICICI Direct wallet and you trade from there. Even for the ICICI Bank account holders, the funds move to the wallet, and it's absolutely the way it is. So you allocate, you deallocate, absolutely instant, no delay for ICICI Bank clients, and the money moves to the wallet. You trade, the money is debited from your account. If you sell, the money comes to your wallet. You withdraw, you make a click, and the money gets back to your account. So absolutely, from an ICICI Bank perspective, we have an internal highway, absolutely seamless way of moving funds. I can tell you, this is one of the biggest challenges in this entire offline broking market or discount broking or non-banking brokerages, wherein the entire fund movement experience is absolutely complicated for the customer, and we've made it very, very seamless. If you have 3-in-1 account with ICICI Bank, it's just absolutely seamless as just click, allocate and deallocate, and the money is there in your trading account or back to your bank account. The fund movement process is a little different, but seamless for customers who are on ICICI Direct Neo. Another question that I've kind of received is that will the customer get a Prime? Can the customer offer Prime and or prepaid? And offer Neo as well? So the answer is absolutely yes. Neo takes care of the trading requirement of the customer, which is in futures, options, and margin. Prime takes care of the cash requirement of the customer. So if on the cash side, if the customer wants a brokerage of 15 basis points, or in prepaid he wants 9 basis points, he takes prepaid brokerage rates, and he also offer Neo. So all his trading products then are applied as per Neo, and only cash is applied as per Prime or prepaid. So customers can combine the best of both worlds, the best experiences. Let's say if a client opts for a Prime or let's say 2,999, he'll get 8.9% in MTF, he'll get 1 crore liquidity, he'll get 15 basis point brokerage, and if you offer Neo, he is going to get 20 rupees in options, 20 rupees in intraday, and 0 rupees in futures. So the customers can combine both these options and create a best of proposition for themselves. Another question which comes across is that what happens to the free brokerage of the customer when we offer Neo? As I put out in the first mail, and there is a lot of work we were doing around it. As on date we stand, free brokerage of the customer remains as is. So if you look at it now, it becomes such a powerful proposition that customer opens up an M52 account, let's say moves in 10 lakh rupees, we offer 14,000 rupees of free brokerage, he opts for Prime, he gets another value as cashback. So let's say if he has 15,000 rupees in his account as free brokerage, he opts for Neo, the free brokerage remains as is. So there is no change which happens to the free brokerage of the customer. So our entire proposition pull, in terms of M52, in terms of demat transfer, in terms of Prime, and offering customers cashback, is the free brokerage remains as is. Another question which comes across is that what happens if the customer has opted for Bullet or opted for 195? Will those plans be superseded with Neo? So the answer is absolutely yes. So when a customer opts for Neo, all his trading product brokerages are going to be as per Neo only. So what happens is that if there is a Bullet that is demapped, because the client is not looking at just 5 minutes, the client is looking for any time frame of trades. So 1 minute, 10 minutes, and a day, any time till the time holds the position, we will charge 20 rupees per order. So Bullet is going to get demapped from the customer. Second is, even if the customer has options 195, the brokerage will be charged as per Neo. So if he is in 20 rupees and he has done 10 lots, he'll only be charged 20 rupees for the entire order and not 195 rupees. So automatically the system will take care of it. Even if the customer is in prepaid brokerage rates, and suppose let's say if the customer is in 35 rupees per lot, done 10 lots, system will not charge him 350 rupees, system will just charge him 20 rupees per order. So the Neo brokerage plan will override all trading brokerage options for the customer. Only cash will remain as per the main brokerage plan of the customer. Another question which many of the employees have asked is that can we get Neo? So the answer here also is as is for the client. Let's say, so if you've not been transacting in futures and options or margin products for the last 1 month, this plan is available. You can go online, you can go to your ICICI direct accounts, just click on settings and look at Neo and off for it, and it will be applicable same day. If you've been transacting actively, then the plan will kind of get into hold, and over a period of time we will enable all our customers, everyone, all our employees for this option. Another question which has been asked is that are there more hidden charges? Is the 299 rupees only a one-time charge or an annual charge? We have, in fact, this is one of the most simplistic proposition that we have actually created. So there are no charges apart from what I have mentioned it here. The 299 rupees is also a one-time lifetime charge, a nominal fee which the client pays. Even for opening another brokerage account with another broker, the client has to pay that amount of money, and it's a very nominal fee that we've charged. There are no other charges, as I have mentioned, apart from brokerages, apart from call and trade, apart from system square off in case there is margin shortfall, or if the client uses interest on his shares, or for moving in funds. There are nominal charges of 9 rupees is levied one time while the client moves in a fund. So that's the only charge which the client moves in. The only change which happens in his account is that he has to move in money to his ICICI direct account to transact, and if he sells, the money comes back to his ICICI direct account. The client can place a request and the money moves immediately back to his trading account. So that's the only change. The client can continue to link any bank account, which is HDFC Bank, Citibank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, with his trading account, and we move in the funds to those accounts as the client asks. I think the last question, which I think we've kind of discussed is in the competition domain, how does it kind of take care or addresses the competition in the market? I'm sure all of you are in the market actively talking to customers. This plan is very, very well competitive. In fact, if you look at it, a typical discount broker would offer 20-20-20, which means 20 in futures, 20 in options, 20 in margin. We have gone ahead and said 0-20-20, which means instead of 20 rupees in futures, we're talking about 0 rupees. Instead of 20 rupees in options, we said same 20 rupees, and against the 20 rupees in intraday, we have said 20 rupees in intraday. So we've kind of taken the competition absolutely. In fact, we're better than competition. In the cash segment, no competition is offering EATM, no competition is offering margin trading at such attractive rates, and no discount broker offers research. Our research has done phenomenal. This year we had a strike rate of 91% on our gladiator recommendations. Our one-click portfolios have been doing super for our clients. So ultimately the client is coming to make money. We are giving the right research, and today for traders at the right price. Today we would have the best of all worlds for our customers, and we are extremely delighted to launch this proposition. We believe this is the most powerful proposition in the market at this point of time, and it will see very, very good response from the customers. I thank you for your overwhelming response, questions, feedbacks that we've received from all of you. So thank you so much for listening to this video.